So if you're here, that tells me one important thing about you, and that means you are on the hunt for your next high ticket client. So today I'm going to show you 3 ways you can land your next high ticket client in the next 48 hours or less. I kid you not. It's really going to be that simple to make it happen. If you're new here, my name is Chloelle Bond, and I'm a business growth strategist for consultants, for coaches, and for experts who want to get paid high ticket again. If you are not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and do it now while I mention it, because you don't want to miss any of my weekly training. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing you're going to do is change the way that you invite people to engage in a conversation with you. Now, this may sound very simple, but I promise you, even this year testing it for myself, other clients, and even a small firm that I worked with for the year, changed everything, made all the difference. And it's something that people have been doing since the beginning of coaching time, but it's something that's often overlooked. Changing the invitation, I'm not talking about your CTA, because you might say, Chloelle, I do calls of action. I always tell people to book a call or send a DM. That boo-boo is the problem. That's the issue right there. You simply saying like, book a call, comment, and I'm, to book the call, send a DM if to get started. No, that's boring. You and 1,000 other people are doing that. Let me tell you the issue with it. Before we could get away with it, before people got burned by the fakesters, before people racked up all this credit card debt and didn't get results, people said, sure, I'm going to book a call. But guess what? Now the market has what? Changed. We have savvier, smarter, more self-aware buyers that are not just going to anxiously book a call because you told them to. I don't care how appealing and alluring your content is. It's not enough. So what does changing the invitation actually look like? It's giving your call, your conversation, a value name. Name it. Why should I talk to you? There's a saying that you get more bees with honey. So this is a honey thing, okay? It's not a line thing. This is not a bait and switch tactic. So in practice, for using myself as an example, when I want people to book a call with me, I think, why do people book calls? Why do people hire me? What's the reason? People hire me because they want more what? Revenue in their business, right? So I call it a revenue strategy call. Or I'll say a revenue assessment. Why? Because on this call, I'm going to do 2 things. One, I am going to give them one way they can make more revenue. That's not a lie. So when they get on the call, and this is why I'm telling you, if you're doing this and you're going to take it and say you're going to do an assessment, an audit, a strategy call, and they get on there and you pitch the whole time, I didn't tell you to do that, and don't reference my name, because you be a whole lie, and the devil is a lie, and his bald-headed mama. Don't do that. I'm telling you that when you present it, an invitation to have an experience with it, because this is really what it is. They're experiencing your expertise in real time to get a better vision of what it would be to take the next step with you. That's the opportunity. And before you hit me, because I can hear someone saying, well, Chloelle, why I got to do all that? I already got clients. You don't have clients now, but you don't have clients now. That's why you're here. You're here because you need some. So just do what I'm asking you to do and don't be hard-headed, okay? So what you want to do is rename it. So again, using me as an example, I do a revenue assessment. I'm going to tell you one way to do get more revenue in your business. But guess what else I'm doing? I'm going to ask you questions, because that's the thought. If they're showing up to a call and they need a result, they're going to know you're going to be asking them questions. But the questions I'm asking is for me to now gauge if you're qualified to move forward into my 8-week program, my 8-week service. So if I want people in the Noir Sales Accelerator, I have a responsibility to, one, make sure you're even a good match. Because again, qualified leads don't mean that they are qualified clients. It just means there's a good chance you may be a good fit. So it's a win-win. Make the call a win-win for everyone. It's a win for them, because even if they're not a good fit, and I've had this happen where they weren't a good fit then, but they were a good fit a year later, 6 months later, 3 months later. And so then guess who they thought about, where they got the value from? Me. Guess whose area and region and ecosystem they stayed in? Mine. Because they got so much from the call. Now here's the key. Let them know I'm only putting you up on game on one thing. Like I tell people, I'm going to give you one insight, one next step that you need to take to get more revenue in your business, because this is not a consultation call. If you want consultation, pay me my $500 and I'll spend an hour with you. So if you're like in weight loss, maybe you do dietary plans. I'm going to do a dietary audit where I'm going to give you one way or one, calorie hack that you need to make to lose 5 pounds in the next 2 weeks. That's the play. So try it out. I can tell you, I did this for a small firm. I changed the name of their thing. People were like, dang, this is a lot of value. We came on, gave them one tip, and people were interested, and we were able to land clients. That's the simple thing about it. The second thing that you need to do is start contacting people that are warm. People that are warm look like the folks that you email in your email newsletters, going and seeing who's actually clicking the links and not finishing through with the scheduled call because they're interested, but something's happening to where they don't move forward. Reach out. Hey, I saw that you were going to book a call, weren't able to finish. Did you have questions? Or if there were no times available for you, let me know and I can see how I can work with you. And start open up a conversation. People watching your stories but didn't say anything, send them a message. Hey, I saw that you checked out my video. That was a crazy day. Did you have a question about that? Oh, I thank you so much for liking my post. I saw it resonated with you. Start the conversation. The worst thing they can tell you is no, thank you. And if they do, no does not mean no. It means not right now. Follow up in the next 3 months. And then you may just get a yes. So first thing, change your invitation. Number 2, contact people that are engaging with you already. These people are watching, opening, clicking, taking time out their day to deal with your content, to see your content. They're taking it in. Go in and start a conversation. And the third thing that you want to do is follow up. This is where people get tore up. I always say there's finances in the follow-up. I even say for myself because following up is boring. And also sometimes it feels a bit tedious, like you don't want to stalk them. So I'm going to let you know how I do my follow-ups. And when I send a message, I follow up in the next, depending on the conversation. If it's somebody that actually responded, I'm following up in the next 24 hours. If it's someone that read it, maybe didn't say anything, I may follow up in the next 48 hours. Then if they don't respond again, I'm going to follow up in the next 24 to 48 hours just to close it up. Because either they're going to respond or they're going to say no, thank you. Or they may not say anything. And I'll just say, hey, it looks like it's not a good time for this right now. Here's the information. If you ever change your mind or, if you're in the market, then here's the link. Feel free to book. I would love to have continue the conversation. Find what works for you. I know some people, they send a GIF. If a person doesn't respond, they'll send a little funny GIF to get a response. I know one guy sent a random hamburger emoji just for someone to kind of give a giggle and pick up the conversation. Find the flair that works for you, but whatever works for you, just do it. Don't think about it. Don't get overcomplicated. Don't be like, well, what if they get mad? You're dealing with a grown person. They know how to ignore you. They know how to say no, thank you. I've had people say, you know what, Chloelle, not at this time. Or you know what, I appreciate you reaching out, but I'm not in the market. And that's how I handle people. Or I have some people say, no, I'm not interested. Cool. I'll see you in 3 months, boo. I don't say that to them, but in my mind, I'm like, see you in 3 months. I'm going to try again. Right? So make sure you follow up. Because a lot of the time, you're not going to get a yes the first time. So if you start today and send someone a message, and then you follow up tomorrow, because let's say they did respond, you may have your next sale tomorrow. Or I literally will do a literal 48 hours. So I can look and say, okay, I messaged them at night. So now I'm going to message them the night after next, because it'll be 48 hours. And I'm telling you, so many times we miss out on money because we see that first message get ignored or not responded to, and we just let it go. Don't let it go. Follow up. If this was helpful to you, make sure you share it with somebody, because you're not the only one who wants high ticket. I know memberships and those things are wonderful. I do them myself, but we all like a nice rainfall of cash every now and then. And if you want a more detailed step, I hooked you all the way up. Go down into my caption and you'll find the 48-hour training. It is 10 minutes. I know this is 10 minutes, but 10 minutes more. And not just that, but I give you the full sales system for free. You can build your whole entire system today in the next 30 minutes to an hour that's repeatable and can get done. If you have any questions or you enjoyed this video, show me some love. Drop a comment down there for me. I do read, I do respond, and I do put all the likes on it. So I will see you again this week with your next sales training. Let me know how this works out for you. I can't wait to hear the wins. You have a good one.